Thanks for talking to us today, Whaazz. Please could you introduce yourself and tell us what you do at Method, please?
Yeah. My name is Oscar Wulff, also known as Whaazz. I play competitive in WoW for Method. Method Black is my team and I'm the captain.
Maybe, Whaazz, you could tell us about how you got into competitive Warcraft and tell us a little bit about the scene, because everyone's focused on, the League of Legends and Dotas of the world. What's it like playing competitive WoW?
Competitive WoW is just like any other esport game. It's super competitive. Obviously maybe not as big as some of the other games, but it's still following through really good. The way I got into WoW was actually having an injury in football, and that made me sit home and play every day, and I learned that playing a lot made you do well and become super consistent, and that was like the goal to winning tournaments. And
Brilliant. And so how long have you been playing competitive WoW now?
I've been playing competitive WoW for maybe 4 years now. I would say 4 years is...
Cool, okay. And as a rogue myself, an old rogue whose reactions are shot, what tips would you give to players? And maybe you could tell us a bit about the rogue class as well and how, why you prefer it in PvP.
So my class Rogue is basically the setup class, where you kind of have to do everything and your teammates are reliant around what you do. The key to success is definitely playing a lot, staying consistent by obviously playing. Having a great atmosphere in your team can make you do super well in general if you want to compete with the team. But for individual players, keeping yourself healthy, working out, playing a lot is definitely the way to success.
Cool. And where are you from, Whaazz? Do you have any British players on the Method team? Because I know that Method is typically a UK organisation, but you have a mix of different nationalities in the team, right?
Yeah, I'm from Denmark myself. I have 2 Swedish players, and then I have 1 player from Germany.
Okay, cool. And so with the competitive side, there's Method Black. Is it just the 4 of you, or is there another? You obviously have the raiding team. Are you the main arena team?
Yeah, we're the main European arena team. They also have a American arena team as well.
Yeah.
And then they have their PvE team.
Cool. Okay. And thoughts on Battle for Azeroth? How everyone's obviously excited about it at the moment with the questing and everything and the storyline. What is it going to change anything, do you think, on the PvP side of things, and what are your thoughts going into BFA?
For sure. Going into a different expansion is always weird. You have to learn everything super quick. I have a tournament already coming up in a month, and BFA just got released yesterday. So I have to do a lot of hard work. There's the leveling, of course, but that's the easy part. And then you have to do all the theory crafting, and just playing together is super important in the start of the expansion. So you learn everything together and not just individually.
So I guess you guys are rushing to 120 as soon as possible, getting on PvP. What have you managed to play much yet? Where are you at the moment?
I am level 117 only, actually. There's a lot of people that are already dinged 120. But as soon as I get home, I'm going to level all my characters, and I'm going to start theory crafting from the bottom already. But it's really important that everyone in the team theory crafts on the same level and not just individually, because it's important that everyone obviously knows everything that's going to be happening in the games and what's able to be happened every game.
In my guild, it's a small guild we're in, I'm still 110, I haven't leveled yet. I've got someone who's also 117, she's sort of been racing to get there. In terms of Rogue as well, I play Outlaw Rogue. What class do you prefer, and what do you think is more suitable for high-end PvP?
In regards of classes?
Yeah, sorry, subclass of Rogue.
Yeah, I mean, specialization-wise, I think Outlaw is super good in high PvP end. I think Assassination is like the easy way to play, on a decent level. And then I think Sub is like the in-betweener, where you can make a lot of plays. It's maybe not as good right now because they just tanked some nerfs. But I think Outlaw is definitely the most stable one and best in competitive scene.
Do you think Rogue is in a good place right now? Because when I came back to WoW during Mists, Rogue was not considered a very, great class. It should be always about damage. I think Blizzard have gone back to that now. What are your thoughts on the Rogue class in general?
The Rogue class in general it's super good. It's like a warrior in a sense, but you have some sustained damage. You're mostly about setups though, and being able to CC everyone and setting up things for your team. That's why personally I love playing Rogue, because I like being the one who does stuff. I'm really good at talking to my team with communication, and that's a big thing in PvP. Talking well and everyone being aware of what's going to happen next go. And
And most important question, Hodor Alliance.
I'm for the Alliance for sure.
I used to be, but I saw the light. I'm Horde now, but no, I respect that. What are your thoughts? Last few questions. What are your thoughts on this year? What are your sort of aims? I guess personally from a player perspective, but also from an organisation perspective with Method.
So the main goal is obviously winning BlizzCon. I just won the AVC Summer Final LAN, so I'm super stoked about that, super happy, and super proud of my team. But yeah, the goal is to win BlizzCon, and that's what we're going to focus on.
Okay, is there anything else you'd like to add? I feel like we've covered this quite well. Well, we were talking about classes. You know, what are the main sort of classes to look out for if there's people leveling and they're looking at PvP? Rogue is obviously a good one. Are there any others you're thinking about at the moment?
Any other classes that are really good? I mean, Warrior is looking super strong right now for BFA. So I might have to pick up my Warrior and start playing that. That's the whole thing about, you know, competing. You always have to be aware of if your class is bad, you need to switch class like super fast so you don't fall behind. Because being like facing people in tournaments that are on their mains is extremely hard when you have to like learn this new class from the bottom. So what we did now in Legion was that we tried to learn all the classes before going into BFA. So we knew like the basic and the concept of the classes. And I think we did that really well for now, so we're super prepared for BFA.
Okay, cool. I guess lastly, what are your thoughts on the storyline? I guess you don't play much for the storyline, right, anymore. You're more PvP, but it's got a lot of people talking the whole Teldrassil thing. Do you follow that much, and what are your thoughts there?
Personally, I don't follow the storyline. I only compete, and compete because I love it. But I think the storyline is really, really good this time in BFA. But personally, I don't really follow that much on it, so...
That's fine. Is there anything else you'd like to add? It's been quite an insightful interview, you know, especially for Rogue players out there. Anything I might have missed?
I mean, if I could give a tip to anyone, it would just be, you know, consistency is like the key to doing well in anything you do. Esports, sport, anything like you're into. Playing a lot made me good. Playing a lot could make anyone good. And always looking to improve is definitely one of the biggest issues for a lot of people. Like if you don't look to improve, you won't actually improve. And if you think the game you're playing is bad, then you'll automatically have a bad mindset, which is also a big thing in PvP. So keep a good mindset, maybe do some workouts, IRL, to stay healthy, and yeah, have a good mindset in general. It's super important.
I guess I've had one thing that's just popped into my mind as well. We spoke about WoW as a competitive esport, but with the expansion launching, do you think, you know, there's a lot of hype and buzz around the game at the moment. Do you think that can help the esports side of things grow? Because for me, I'd like to see more national leagues, like a UK WoW League. There doesn't seem to be lots of esports tournaments. Do you see it realistically growing in the next few years, or do you think it will sort of stay level?
No, I think BFA will make WoW grow extremely much. The numbers were crazy yesterday on release. I think the Twitch section on WoW had 600k views, which is completely insane for WoW. And I know for sure that the WoW section will grow and grow and grow and grow for now. So I'm super stoked about that. Hopefully we can get some more prize pools as well. There's already really good prize pools, but hopefully they can go up a bit more.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Whaazz, thanks very much for this interview, and best of luck in the future with Method.
Thank you, man.
Cheers. Thanks very much.